I'm in the Porsche, yeah. We'll ride this one out. Right. Let me put my St. Louis hat on. Yeah. See, I'm a St. Louis nigga, a money gon' getter. Don't matter how I look because the money gon' get her. I'm the same little nigga, a U City nigga, a half a order fried rice, St. Paul nigga. I'm a emos eating nigga, a White Castle nigga, a dice shooting, got my no space playing nigga. All my north side niggas, my east side niggas, my west side, south side, 305 niggas. I keep St. Louis on my back, St. Louis on my hat, St. Louis on my tat. So how real is that? I got a St. Louis address, St. Louis assets, St. Louis clubbing where the St. Louis asset, St. Louis ways in my St. Louis J's, called a St. Louis case in my St. Louis days. Now I'm international, St. Louis with a St. Louis swag, getting St. Louis paid. See, I'm a St. Louis nigga, a money gon' get her. Don't matter how I look because the money gon' get her. I'm the same.
Throw your H's up, baby. We back up in this motherfucker. This is week 1 of the second half of the season from my hood to your hood. Shout out to the niggas that jumped in, jumped out, got away with it. Some niggas brought home homework. Some niggas brought homework. At the end of the day, some niggas brought work home. At the end of the day, we all jumped in, jumped out, got away with it. Y'all niggas not cut from our cloth because they stopped making our fabric. We some Hillsdale representatives, STL representatives. Even this dude over here that be talking all that yang, that Jacksonville Duval shit, he an STL representative. Week motherfucking 8, or what I like to call week 1 of the second half of the season of the Thursday morning precap, brought to me, from you to yours, and this bum over here. Talk to him, Roy.
Duval. Let's stop the show. I got something very important to say that I need to get off my chest. As we all know, this is fantasy football. And by all means, I don't want y'all putting fantasy football over y'all life, real life stuff. You got real life stuff going on. You need to take care of that real life stuff first. You know what I'm saying? You got mental health issues because fantasy football is bothering you. You take care of that first. If you got, you know what I'm saying, kids, wife, family, whatever, take care of that first. Not be feeling any pressure of this fantasy football shit. I want to let y'all know that the life issues, like Chuck, he a head coach, you know what I'm saying, do stuff in the community. That's life issues. Those things need to be taken care of first for this fantasy football shit that we do on the side. So I just wanted to get that out the way because I thought that needed to be said. Now, with that being said, you know what the fuck you signed up for. I don't want to hear no motherfucking excuses about you got wives and kids and shit going on. You check in, you motherfucker, you set your lineup. You won't have motherfuckers that's out for 3 days in your lineup because you had some life shit going on. You signed up for this shit. You knew what the fuck you was getting into. And if you don't want to do it, if you want to go and kick it with your kid because your kid got some type of school function and you don't remember to set your line up or you don't remember to get your shit together and check in, we gonna climb. We don't give a fuck about your life. This happens first, okay? That's the fucking thing you signed up for. So just know that. Duval.
I can't believe I let this motherfucker have all of that time to say that dumbass shit. Although I agree with every aspect of everything he said. The spotlight get hot out here, y'all. You can't step in that spotlight unless you ready to shine. And hey, it be like that sometimes. So let's get to our sponsors real quick. We got 5026 North Broadway, owned and operated by our very own El Patron. Then you have Big L DJ Services, going out, going in, won your baby mama case, all that good shit. You turned her into the feds and she's going downtown for a little while. Holla at Big L DJ Services. Jenkins Lawn Services, owned and operated by Charles Jenkins. Holla at him for all your lawn care needs. And last but not least, you have BC Plumbers, owned and operated by the homie Anthony Clark, aka Lil Petey.
Fuck Lil Petey.
Any
No
specials this week?
specials going. Nah, no specials going on. And fuck Lil Petey.
That's just the end of it. Fuck Lil Petey. Hey, Lil Petey, I fucks with you. Lil Petey, the homie. That's my nigga, y'all. Let's jump into these standings before we get into this shit. So, first and foremost, we have the number one team in all the land. First, we're gonna go through these standings. In the north, you got the West Hurricane Walker 5-2. Then you got Cheapo Burgers out there South 5-2, and then you got People's Champ out there North 4-3, and Cheese the motherfucking Don out there East at 5-2. Again, you got Hurricane Walker, Cheesebo Burgers, Cheese the Don at 3, and People's Champ at 4. Coming into that wild card, you got World Boss at 5, the Ass Kickers at 6, and UCD Lions at 7, and the Gronk at 8. In those points, we got the number one scoring team in our Atlantic Team Commission, World Boss, the Ass Kickers at 3, UCD Lions at 4, Hurricane Walker at 5, Gronk at 6, Burgers at 7, and El Patron at 8. And before I move on real quick, I want to let y'all know it's 2 people that are in the playoff bracket that are below 8 in score, and that's Cheese the Don and the People's Champ. But division titles and division records matter, so that's why they are out there. But points matter to people. So get out there, get your weight up. Those out there that didn't get your name mentioned, motherfucker, get your weight up with your losing ass. And I'm talking to mother. Anyway, that nigga know who I'm talking to. That nigga over there, he know who the fuck I'm talking to. Get your weight up with your soft ass. So we move on to that, and look, we got some crazy games coming up. I want to recap last week. Last week, it was some crazy shit going on before we jump into this week. World Ball, first and foremost, the U City Lions, 307 big points out there. Team of the week, doing their thing. They beat up on the champ Hurricane Walker.
Revenge game.
Yeah, that was the revenge game.
Spot.
Thank you, baby. The wife bringing me some food down here, y'all. What's that?
Do you believe that his team can not score 300 every week, but maintain a good score? You eat Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, the wife just bought me some Chick-fil-A. Listen, can he maintain?
Wait a minute. Before we go on, fuck Chick-fil-A. Because if I want to eat Chick-fil-A on a motherfucking Sunday, I should be able to eat some hot, fresh, made, paid for on a Sunday Chick-fil-A. If I want to watch a football game and eat Chick-fil-A on Sunday, I should be able to. I think it's a dumbass policy by a dumbass motherfucking franchise. And I don't care if they don't sponsor us. Fuck Chick-fil-A and fuck Cheeseburger Burgers because he likes Chick-fil-A.
Maybe you should write them a sternly written email. Now, going back to the original question, can the UC Lions maintain? Of course, they can't do 307. Now,
I'm talking about scoring.
That's what I was going to get into. The U City Lions are currently 4th in scoring. They jumped big because of that 300-point game, but they've been averaging 220, 215, something like that.
They've been under 210. I said this in the ranking. Mm-hmm. Week 2, they scored 260. The next 4 games under 210. Then they had the big game this week for 307. I've been on them all year about not making their projections. But they did have a big first 300 game of the year.
First 300 game of the year.
Oh, we clown. We've been on them also because they're one of the oldest teams in the league. Do we think this game propels them into a playoff team, scoring consistently, making that run that Brian and the Lions believe? He believes since day one. I mean, it got a little shaky. I do remember him saying, had he lost one game, he was going fire sale. But since then, he has believed. He hasn't wavered. Regardless of what we said, he's going for it all. Do you think he can maintain this?
No. And at the best, he very well could get that AC. He very well could with people like Not People's Champ. He's gonna win his division. New York City Matrix. People like Matrix, Bullyfoots, Bucks.
Oh,
They're gonna be out, and people that are making that run, Gronk, Patron, Cheese the Don, the ass kickers. Those people, like right now, the reason that the ass kickers are ranked over the Lions in the playoff bracket is because of scoring, and because of that stretch of 210 and below, that brought him down. But this one propelled him up. But can he do it again? Can he get another 300 game? Can he get a 276 game? Who knows? I don't think so because he's getting ready to get cold. Niggas getting ready to get old. And
276. Well, why is that number? Why did that
actually, I
number
just pulled that out my
pop
ass. I
in?
wasn't even tripping off of mine. I did. I just pulled it out. I wasn't even gonna go into me. I really want to talk to these people like Bucks losing to Bullyfoots at 146. People's Champ losing to the Don at 182. You lost by 5 points. Shit like that gonna come back and bite y'all in the ass.
No, it
Team
won't.
Commish losing to El Patron by 10. That's not a thing. The Team Commish is gonna
It was
be
a
okay.
bad loss. That was a bad loss. It was a bad loss, and I won't say the team commission will be okay. Uh, I'll say team commission has no wiggle room. Um, People's champ. People, if there's listen here, two or three of the safest teams in this league. Number one is People's champ. People's champ. Everybody except for Bullyfoots, who Bullyfoots only had one win at a time, lost in the North. And they listen. Black Republicans is doing what's best for his team. He's using the tank. He's using the tanking strategy. He's doing what's best for his team, trying to get the number one pick. I don't think that'll
Tank it
happen.
again.
I think he'll get the number two pick. Bullyfoot's lineup on Sunday looked like he was tanking, or he just didn't give a fuck, but he won.
But he was
Got
making moves
second
too.
win. He's making moves, but his lineup, it looked like he was tanking. And Matrix is trash. So People's Champ, his team is hurt. He can get healthy. They can get better. He's gonna have to figure out his quarterback situation. But as long as the other teams in his division ain't winning games, he's got 4 wins. As long as they ain't winning games, he can keep losing until he get healthy.
And doesn't he have the head to head over everybody?
Yeah, once he go, no, he lost. I think he lost to one person in there. I think it was Sid.
The metrics.
Sid had that. Yeah, he had that big game. But he'll go back into division and he'll wipe them out. He'll probably be a lot healthier by week 12. He'll wipe them out. And he'll probably win 1 or 2 games outside division before they go back in. But right now he's hurting. But listen, he's got that weak ass division. So hey, that's in his favor. He's fine. Cheese the Don. He is not scoring. He is not. He does have what seems to be a scoring problem. He's gonna get help coming back with some people coming off by. But the schedule guys have blessed him. Cheese the Don should win the next 5 games and be 10-2, whether he's scoring or not, because I don't think there's nobody in the next 5 games on his schedule that wants to win a game. They want to win a game. They don't. He's playing Black Republicans
this week.
Then he's got either Bullyfoots or Matrix. They both trash. But Bullyfoots could surprise you because he's got the Jaguars. He's got the no. Bullyfoots could surprise him because of the Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence. We seen what Travis Hunter did. Travis Hunter we seen last week, that is the cheat code Travis Hunter that should have been on Team Commission team. And then Said is trash. I mean, listen, without Malik Neighbors, he really don't have a fight chance. I'm wondering when Said, I already looked at his lineup, but I'm wondering when he's going to make that switch. Well, he's probably going to do it this week because the Detroit Lions are on the bye. But I'm wondering if he's going to keep Jackson Dart in his starting lineup. That'll be interesting.
I would.
Yeah, I
Reality is
probably would too. I mean, he's got to start him this year because golf's on the bye. But anyway, Matrix should beat them. Then he plays. He's got week 11. He plays Big Lawrence. Big Lawrence is going for the #1 pick. If he decides to win any game, he's an idiot. I don't want to say idiot, but if he wins the game, he's an idiot. No, let's not do that. And then Big Lawrence. Look, if he wins a game, I will call him an idiot because the #1 pick is right there. That #1 pick can change your life.
St. Louis is on.
It can change your life. Whether you pick the player or you trade that pick for a haul, that #1 pick can change your fantasy life and propel you to great heights. And then after that, he goes into division play and he plays the FFC. And he's got to win that game. I mean, listen, I don't. The FFC ain't tanking, but I don't think the FFC wants to win. But they not tanking. But they still don't want to win, and that should be a game that he should win, and that should put him at 10-2 before he has to play the Ass Kickers and Sparks Bucks. So he's in a great position.
Speaking of Sparks Bucks. Sparks Bucks went from, what was that, #2 seed, #3 seed to currently at 11 and 3-4, and lost his last game to put him not only under 500, but definitely in the losers bracket. He's going up against People's Champ this week. We're going to get into that game. Anything on the rise and the fall of Sparks Bucks?
Losing Lamar Jackson definitely hurt him. But
and Williams. Don't forget he lost Williams.
Williams who?
The running back he traded to to Northsiders.
Well, that was a trade. I'm talking about as far as injuries. He lost Lamar Jackson to injury. Lamar Jackson was the centerpiece after he made that trade, which he made two major trades. He made some other trades, but he made two major trades. The one that I from the jump didn't like was him trading a #4 pick in JSN for Lamar Jackson and Laporta. I said that from the jump. And he had some good weeks with Lamar. Lamar Jackson is a beast, a generational talent, great fantasy football player, great NFL player. He gets it all done, and he makes your team look good.
Drafted by that.
But I did not like giving up JSN. And JSN right now is the #1. JSN is the #1 wide receiver in football. He's going on a bye, but man, he's been killing it. So I never liked that trade. Now the other trade was Javonte Williams, a #1, and a #2, my #2 pick that he had the rights to. He sent that to the FFC now, and in return he got Waddle and Pachenko. When the trade initially went down, I said he won. He got a deal. He's giving away Javonte for nothing. He's giving away Javonte. I was like, only thing the FFC's getting back of value is his first round pick next year and my second round pick. I was like, Javonte was fluff. He just threw it in, and he threw in some other stuff, Shedeur Sanders, and he got back Waddle and Pachenko. And I was like, Chuck is giving him what's called. So now I was wrong on that one. I was 100% wrong because not only is Javonte Williams a top 5 running back, if he don't get his shit together, he's gonna be giving Chuck a top 5 pick
that he's had for the last 5 years.
That's crazy. That's not 5. He's been back 3 years. So, and the first year he took over the team. So it's really been 2 years.
Well,
He's only
bad
been.
GM is bad GM, and no matter what word you take it
But
over.
that was a bad move. Look, it looked like a win now move, and it didn't work out for him.
Anybody you worried about? Before we jump into this game, anybody you worried about?
I'm worried about a bunch of things. I'm worried if I'm being honest.
You worried about the Gronk?
No.
Okay, I'll let you.
First, the people's champ. Even though we just got talk, I'm very worried about him. First off, he needs a quarterback. And then he's not that deep. He's got his 3 killers, but he don't have a running back. We'll see if Aaron Jones come back. Aaron Jones could make a difference for him because Harvey just hasn't got up and running yet. So he needs a running back. If Aaron Jones come back and is a consistent 12 to 15 points plus his killers, he might be nice. He might be okay.
You think Aaron Jones coming back to take over that backfield?
I think Aaron Jones is going to catch passes out the backfield. I think Aaron Jones can be Montgomery or better because he will get the catches and stuff like that and the runs. But I don't think Mason's had one good game and other games been mid. Mason, it ain't like Mason is like, oh no, Mason's our guy. When you come back, you got to sit back and watch Mason. I mean, if the fucking Scott wouldn't have fumbled a few other times, Scott might be a thing. But he just jacked off all his opportunities, fumbles and shit like that. My next team, I'm be honest with you, I'm concerned with a lot of teams. I'm concerned with Walker's team. Walker got problems. Brian Thomas Jr. and it ain't Trevor Lawrence. Brian Thomas Jr. been on some bullshit this year. Rome Medusa, he had 5 great games, but the last 2, they've been shaky. And those 2, well, not Rome Medusa, but BTJ and some other guys that got hot last year was the key force for him. Especially Gibbs. Gibbs is Gibbs. He's still doing his thing. But Walker don't look as scary as he did coming out the gates this year and the way he looked in the playoffs. So he ain't as scary. Chibo Burgers. He got 5 good wide receivers, and Nico Collins had a concussion. They say he might be out this week and possibly 2 or 3 weeks or 2 weeks after that. But Stroud gets most of his points in garbage time. And then he got 2 rookie running backs, and neither one of them start for their team. For whatever reason, Henderson, they watch Ramondre fumble 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times and say, you know what? Get your ass back out there because we don't want this fucking rookie out there. So until Henderson decided to take off, till they can get Henderson on the field, he's worth a wooden nickel. And fucking Rashad Smith, he's getting playing time, but he's not the starter. But he does catch passes out the backfield. And I think last week he had 14 points and like 5 catches or something. So he get his money doing in that Jared McKinney role. So that might be Chibo's saving grace if he can continue that. But I got some, of course, with the Lions, my concerns is their age and can they do this stuff back to back? Because they haven't yet.
Team commish?
World Boss.
You worried about World Boss?
World Boss has a lot of injuries. And sooner or later, it's going to catch up. The scheduled guys have been working with him, but these injuries keep piling up, I wouldn't be surprised if Daniels ain't out till after they bye. I think they got a week 12 week 10 bye, week 10 or 11 bye. He might not come back till the after they bye.
Mm-hmm. He
If
loses
they
to
try.
Hurricane Walker this week with the rematch of the Super Bowl, Hype Bowl. It's gonna be different.
I mean, they only got. Let's go with team commission. I actually
Close.
love team commission's team. I'm be honest with you. Now, coaching wise, this past week, they made a lot of bad moves. But if you look at that team, if you look at that game from last week, from pretty much they had some duds. Don't get me wrong. Barkley's been a dud last week. Williams was a dud, but they had guys on the bench that was
Fine.
scoring points. So, I think they one of the teams that is they okay. They okay. But again, everybody is throwing their best games at their team. So um that could be a concern. But as far as looking at a team and saying this is your weakness, I don't see much weakness there. I don't see.
Other than scheduling.
I mean, it happens. The ass kickers. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like I'm an offensive guy first. Don't like their offense, but they IDP players and their special teams has been amazing. Bar none, the best we've probably ever seen in the league, and it can make up for some of the guys. And the offense, it ain't consistent, but when guys go off, they go off. Like what's his name? Smith went off last week. Smith been having an up and down year, you know what I'm saying? But then he goes off last week. The week before, Vidal goes off. The week before that, then you pick
Carter.
up
19 from Carter was the week
you
before
picked
that.
up Carter. Yeah, you picked up Carter. So you've been finding points. It just ain't somebody that I can use every week. Like I don't know. We'll see what Vidal does tomorrow. But last week he only had 7.
Yeah, you got McConkey having an up and down year.
McConkey's having an up and down year. But listen, I'm be honest with you. I tried to trade for McConkey when I thought his price was low, and because I figured eventually he's gone. But McConkey is going to be a good 15-point floor every week. The floor for McConkey is going to be 15. So you didn't bite on it, but I tried. But I'm going to say this. I think the championship is wide open. I don't think it's no favorite. But I do say this. Whoever does the best GM job within the next 3 to 4 weeks, they'll probably win it. Because I don't think it's a favorite. Right now. I think everybody has some flaws. Some people got the benefit of a good division, but I think it's some flaws here and there. And
yeah, you're right. Some people got the benefit of a weak division. Some people have the benefit of a good schedule. Some people just had the benefit of everything just kind of lining up right, like the Chibo Burgers. He's got a combination of all of that. Good team, scoring mid, scheduling helping him out, but he's not from a weak division. Brandon from a weak division, scoring, it's whatever.
See, I think once we hit week 12, 13, 14, that's going to drastically. I mean, unless you got a 3-game lead on teams in your division, which right now nobody has. Once you get in division play and they're head to head, that's going to change because especially in the South, you know what I'm saying? Even at my supreme best dominant self, I never thought I'm going 6-0 in the South. I never count wins when I'm playing. So, yeah, I feel I can beat some of these teams outside the division, but I know when I go in the South, it could go either way. And those losses, especially with me already having 4, if I go 1-3 or 1-2, if I go 1-2, out of those last 3 games, that might not be enough. It just might not.
Well,
I
hopefully
don't
scoring
think
keeps you winning. I want to jump into
8-6 is a lock this year.
8-6 is still going to be a lot. It just
I don't
depends
think so.
on
I don't think so. I don't think so. I really
if you
don't.
hit 8-6, your scoring matters. If you hit 8 and
But
6,
I don't think it might. I don't think it's a lot. You got your 4 division leaders.
that's
Okay.
4 gone.
Okay. So let's say Cheese of Don win y'all division.
Mhm.
And let's say you right behind him. Let's say he went in at 11 and he lost 3. So let's say he went at 11-4. But just for this argument, let's say you come in 9-5. Let's say Gronk come in 9-5.
Mm-hmm.
So we at 6 right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's say and let's say Chibo wins the division. Brian and World
And
Boss
World Boss.
both come in at 9-5, which is it's possible. I ain't saying it won't happen, but Brian only got 3 losses, so let's say he only lose 2 more,
Mm-hmm.
and let's say World Boss only lose 3 more. They
Mm-hmm.
both 9-5. If I lose 2 and I'm 8-6, it's a great season, but it ain't enough.
It ain't enough.
So like I say, I ain't got no wiggle room, and that schedule was tough. So I know I can't sit over here and drag my nuts. But I will say this before we get into the game: Team Commit has went out and said he wants his next 7 opponents to bring their A game. We talked about this last week that we want you said ever since I said I want these players best that that's all we've been getting. Well, now we doubling down because that's exactly what we want. We want y'all best. You know what I'm saying? If we scored 240 and y'all only scored 235, we gonna be upset because we thinking y'all should be putting up 240 every game. We want everybody's best game every week, starting with the ground. Bring your fucking A game because we plan on hitting not only we plan on hitting our goddamn projection, we plan on doing it 20 better. And last and not least, because I know y'all want to go in the game, last and not least, Team Commish want to put out a statement. I just want to say one thing to the fans and say, and everybody in Team Commish Nation, I'm sorry. I'm extremely sorry. We was hoping for an undefeated season. That was my goal. It's something Team Commission's never done. But I promise you one thing, a lot of good will come from this. You'll never have seen any franchise in the entire fantasy world play as hard as Team Commish will play for the rest of the season. And you'll never see someone push their team as hard as Team Commish will push everybody for the rest of the season. And you'll never see a team play as harder than we will for the rest of the season. God bless. Shout out to the true king, the true God, Tim Tebow, the greatest to ever do it. Gator chomp.
Listen,
Great day to be a Gator.
not really, never. Anywho, we finna jump into these games, people. We got Hurricane Walker and the World Boss a rematch of the Hype Bowl of last year. Hurricane Walker sit 5-2 first in the division, 5-2 World Boss second in the South. 226 for the projection for the World Boss, 203 for the Walkers. That's gonna be interesting. B. John, Tyrod. I want with Tyrod Taylor. I don't agree with that. I think you should start Mariota. But Cook, Allen,
I agree.
and
I actually agree with you. But go ahead. But they playing the Chiefs on Monday night. But I still like Mariota.
I do.
But go ahead.
I do.
Do.
The way the the world boss and Hurricane Walker, the way this is lining up is pretty amazing. They got a couple of injuries, a couple of people on questionable. But this would have been a crazy game had this been a full squad versus full squad, no injuries, no buys. Because these are two of the top teams stacked player wise, player personnel wise, talent wise, from top to bottom. They are very comparable. And I honestly, personally, have Hurricane Walker pulling this shit out again over the world boss. They gonna come through and do their motherfucking thing. It ain't really the whole lot to get into. But world boss, you go down. You go down.
World Boss got a lot of injuries. Again, I'd probably start Mariota
Mariota
also.
against KC versus Tyrod against Cincinnati. I understand the logic with Cincinnati over KC, but I still would go with my guys.
Yeah, I would go with Mariota probably.
Tyrod don't have a start this year, though.
Especially if he had that one game where he came in and threw 2 interceptions. Especially if Deebo Samuel's playing, you know what I'm saying? Whatever Deebo Samuel gets off, and McLaurin. If McLaurin's playing, I'd probably go with. But they play on Monday. Tyrod plays Sunday at 1:00, so he's gonna have to make that decision. I personally have World Boss winning. Hurricane Walker is one of the worst, if not the worst, coach GMs of all time. There hasn't been a week this year, I believe. I haven't went back and checked it, but I'm pretty sure there hasn't been a week, maybe the first week. But outside of that, it hasn't been a week that he hasn't started somebody that was hurt. And right now, he currently has Van Ginkel in his starting lineup, and for tomorrow night, Van Ginkel is listen. It's not my team, but I can tell you right now, Van Ginkel has a fucking neck injury. Okay, a fucking neck injury.
Who hasn't played since week 3?
Yeah, he's got a neck injury. He's got a fucking O already. I don't care if they're giving him a goddamn projection. He's got an O. He's got a neck injury. The chances of him playing tomorrow are slim to none. But guess what? Hurricane Walker's got a fucking life. Hurricane Walker's got shit to do. Hurricane Walker is not going to check to see if Van Ginkel is playing tomorrow. So we'll probably get another game where Hurricane Walker has somebody with an O in his starting lineup. I got World Boss winning. And he's got a lot of Qs in his lineup, hurt guys. He got guys on bye, but I think he pulls this off. I think he pulls it off. Now, those Jet players do scare me. Hall. He's going with Rondé Gaston, who had a good game last week, but he had 29 last week. Do I think he's going to come back with another 20 or 12,
No.
29? But from what I heard, I listen to a lot of fantasy shows while I'm at work driving. They say he's playing on all the downs. He's getting a lot of snaps. He's in on running plays. He's not just in when he's passing. He's in on running plays. He's handling pretty much everything that
Your start tight end supposed to do.
Yeah. So
he said something one day, and I give flowers when they do. And shout out to the World Boss. He brought up an old post that he said that he watched last year when Herbert was forcing the ball into who was it? Tight end from last year. Shit, can't even think of his name. But I do remember he said he said I saw him forcing the ball into the tight end last year. He said they need is a good tight end. And he had the forethought and the foresight to do that. So shout out again to the World Boss on the good GM and the coaches. I get flowers when they do. You still a bum though.
I got him winning this one though. Let's go to the next game.
Next game is going to be Team Commish and the Gronk. Number one scoring team.
Let me ask you a question before we go. Because because World Boss is on a 5-game winning streak.
Mm-hmm.
Walker's on a 2-game losing streak.
Mm-hmm.
If Walker loses this game to World Boss, is that significantly cause for concern for you?
Yes. Big concern. One, because I lost to the nigga, and I lost by 4 points, and I should have won. That was bad coaching on me. But Walker is not as involved as one would want one to be in the all active fantasy football league. And he had that gift and the curse of a team that is a set it and forget it. Most people don't have those. World Boss actually is, if he don't, he damn close to it. Have that one of those set and forget kind of things. But the fact that he got spoiled by that is going to be a bit of concern, and especially when you notice things like Van Ginkel, who ain't played since week 3, and you keep trotting his motherfucking ass out there in your starting lineup. That's going to come down to bite him later. I don't think he has I don't call it the luck that he had last year to just get hot at the right time, and that trade that vetoed was the launching pad that took him from the middle of the pack to the championship. But he lose to World Loss, it's all bad.
All right, let's go to the next game. What we got?
You got the Gronk versus Team Commish 4-3, second in the West. The Gronk and Team Commish 3-4 on a 1-game losing streak, fourth in that South Division. Projected to hit 244, ladies and gentlemen. 244 is real, children. But I say all the time, projections don't win games, points do. And you got the Gronk at 214. He has a plethora of quarterbacks that he could choose from: Prescott, Aaron Rodgers, or Purdy. Danny Dimes, A-Chain, and Williams for Team Commish. I really think that Team Commish really likes him some Williams, but I believe he is starting Danny Dimes this week because he wants to make sure he gets those points.
Danny Dimes says Danny Dimes is the QB1 for Team Commish now. Williams will be played on a case-by-case basis, but we will always default to Daniel Jones from here on out to the rest of the season. He has,
and that's where I've been with my 2 quarterbacks. It's all case by case. Cam Scabbo, aka Juggernaut. Now, I really want to get into Juggernaut because that is him, Mike Allstott. That's who the fuck Cam Scabbo is. 2025. I'm going for the contact, crazy Juggernaut ass Mike Allstott. When I was telling everybody about him at the beginning of the season, and he was telling me that our former co-host who has disappeared into obscurity, that he was hating because it was Tyrone Tracy, and Roy from the Rankers crew said he needed to see more. We are at week 7. I'm sure he's seen more. Cam Scabbo is that dude out of that. Quentin Johnson. Quentin Johnson had a few great games at the beginning, but he kind of fizzled out. He had a injury week, but 7 and 11 the last 2 games. Does he bounce back against Minnesota?
I don't know. It's a lot of weapons in
Tucker Craft, man.
A lot of weapons.
I almost took your trade a couple of times. I like Craft. Any concern on Barkley?
It's big concern. But I like Barkley. I think it is some concern. I don't think he's had a game over. I think he's averaging like 52 yards a game. I think he's had a game over 50 yards, just pure rushing. No 100-yard games this year. It's some concern, but I think when you watch the game, you don't say, "Oh, Barkley lost a step." That O-line is just not really great. Not really great. Listen, man. These games, I've been having these games where these teams have been stepping up against me and having really good games. I don't want to, this ain't no, I don't have no Zen powers, but you can just feel it when it's happening. It usually starts on Thursday. Not always, but you can just feel it happening. And we'll probably know Thursday night starting with Quinshawn Junkins, and we'll see how he plays, and that'll probably give you a good indication how the week's gonna go. Now you got Dak Prescott. Prescott, I think that's in my favor because I got Lamb and I also got Pickens. But where it could fuck me, Prescott loves to throw touchdowns to Jake Ferguson. And if he's throwing touchdowns to Jake Ferguson and not Lamb and Pickens, and then that's a good win for Gronk versus me not getting those points. But if I'm getting those points, I get 6 for a touchdown pass. He only gets 4. So I would say the win always goes to the receiver. He's like, the win always goes to the receiver.
Any concern with them playing Denver, though? In Denver's defense?
Not really. I mean, listen, Denver defense is Denver defense. If Denver defense shuts down Prescott, then he shuts down Lamb and Pickens, I guess I got 2 players versus 1. So I get penalized twice. But, I mean, he's starting Prescott. I'm starting Lamb and Pickens. So it's whatever. If either we eat together or we don't.
I got Team Commish pulling this out and going back to 500, and the Gronk going back to 500 because they lose.
I personally think Team Commish is gonna win. I love that projection. Again, we already said we planning on coming in and hitting our projection plus 20, and we want all y'all to not only hit y'all projection but to score in y'all 240s. We challenging all y'all teams to bring y'all best game against Team Commish. But I will say this: it's a big game for both of us, and I want not so much for Gronk as it is for me. If I lose, I feel that's it. That I'm done. Gronk, I still think could survive a loss, but the problem is he be 0-2 against the South. If Gronk goes 1-3, 0-4 against the South, it's really gonna make him look suspect. So Gronk needs, you know what I'm saying? I don't think Gronk, this is what I'm saying. I don't think Gronk is done if he loses this game, because he can still go 2-2. But Gronk is going to be on that Mendoza line of, we not finna pay no attention to you because you just let the South come up here and run you. So I think Hurricane Walker and Gronk both need a win. El Patron got one last week against us. They need to get one because if they don't, it's going to be problems for them.
Yeah. Speaking of Patrons, we're going to go right into Patrons in the UC line. 3 and 4, third in that West. El Patron projected to hit 184. Trash. Taylor, 28 points. Penix, 18. Who you going with? Who you rather have? Rattler or Penix?
Well, El Patron ain't said it. I would go with Penix. El Patron ain't set his lineup.
I see Williams on buying some other stuff.
He got
on the other
like
side,
4
you got the U-City Lions coming off of the big team of the week, 307 big points, 308 big points, currently projected at 226. McCaffrey, don't work. Herbert, 23.
Yeah, Penix playing Miami. It's a good, both his quarterbacks got great matchups. Penix playing Miami, and Miami's a fucking mess, especially on defense. But Rattler's playing the Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers defense ain't really that great. You can score on them. I think once he sets his lineup, I think when he sets his lineup, I don't think it's gonna go up because his bench ain't that great. But it'll probably be somewhere in the neighborhood of 200, maybe 210. It'll make it close. But I
Honestly,
mean,
I'm gonna say this. I honestly predict I would put Luther Burden in up against Baltimore's defense. I think
I
Burden,
think he has to. I think he has to
but I
because he
think
got
Burden's gonna
two.
have a breakout game against
He
Baltimore.
has two offensive buys, so I think he's gonna have to start Burton and start Marks because he don't have nothing else on his bench other than Noah Fant, which he could
Nobody wants
start
to do
him, but
that.
he can start Noah Fant. Oh, he could call. I don't like Calvin Austin, but it looked like he'll get Roquan Smith back, so he'll have to make some decisions, but once he fixes lineup, I think he'll get somewhere up around 205, 210. And I mean, last week he was what? He actually hit. I think he was 219. He
I'll
finished
tell
with
you exactly what
222.
he hit
He hit
last week.
222. His
222, yeah.
yeah, but I think his original thing was like 219. We'll see if the Lions can maintain and hit. They had 226 again. Last time they did it. They had 4 straight
They
games of
have high projections.
under 210. So I think this game gonna be a lot closer than
The youngest person he got on his team is what, Warren and T. Higgins, who he got for pocket lint. Everybody else old as
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. But I think Herbert's got a tough match. That Minnesota defense could be tricky at times. And then Jamal Warren has been having a great, when he's healthy, he's been having a great season. But he's going up against Green Bay defense. That could be a tough matchup. T. Higgins versus the Jets. The Jets, they got a good defense. Let's not shit on their defense. But they defense be on the field too much because they offense trash. So T. Higgins just the pure amount of what's called
Devontae Adams out. Haskins out.
Kamara's about done. I'm surprised. I think like 5 people went after Devin Neal, but Kamara he is on fumes. He is on fumes. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think the Lions pull it out. I think the winner of this game hit about 215. I don't know if El Patron's gonna do it with the buys he's got. So I think the Lions might hit around 215 and win the game.
That's what's up. Next, we move on to the tanking ass Missouri Kings and the Chibo Burgers out 5-2 first in that South. Projected to hit 202 against the 171, 1-6, fourth in the West.
It's a good week to play the Missouri
Chibo
Kings.
Burgers.
It's a good week to play the Missouri. I think his projection to go up because Nico Collins is giving him a 0 because he's not going to play, but he ain't took him out the lineup. I don't need. Do we even got anybody?
Let's see who he got down there. He could put in Dylan Sampson,
or the rookie Colston Loveland, but that's about it. Or he could play Devin Neal, who he just picked up off free agency, or.
We got the stones to do it though.
It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Fucking the Kings. The fact the Kings got a 171 projection is almost like wow. I wouldn't be surprised if the Kings don't take Shakur out and put in. Can he put in anybody else? He really can't. He really can't. He might
making it the strategy according to him, people, but you have to set your lineup.
Listen, man, this is a win for Big Chivo. I don't think Missouri Kings is gonna win. He got his bombs in there, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? It don't bother me. It don't bother me what he put in. He trying to get that. He trying to secure that number one. If he want to throw Godwin in there, throw Godwin in. I don't give a fuck. He trying to secure that number one spot because
you can throw Godwin in there. You can throw Mike Evans in there if you want to. You just got to have a spot if you have a player
Yeah.
that can feel
He
it.
wants to get better. He tried to get better. Yeah. Listen, and I will say this: if like last week, Bully Foots didn't have uh, a guy in there, and we understand you tanking. It's just we don't want 3 weeks of the shit there. Or 1 week, and then you got
Don't be egregious with it.
we got like my guy say plausible deniability. You know what I'm saying? But if it get to where it's 3-4 weeks, then we gotta check you on it. So yeah, if you want to throw out somebody like Godwin in there, be my guest. I don't give a fuck. It's a good win for Chibo. Listen, I know you don't like tanking. It's other people that express they ain't in the tanking, they can't do tanking. But I can guarantee you who like tanking this week.
Who is that?
Chibo
Chibo
Burgers,
Burger.
sorry ass. Yeah, look, Chibo Burgers, you better get healthy. Better get these motherfuckers right. Cause yeah, you looking at 6-2, but you don't feel 6-2. I'm just saying, you looking at 6-2. But I know you don't feel it. I don't feel it. Do you feel it? Do he strike you as a 6-2 team where we like, hey, he only lost 2 games. That's a good spot.
Moving on, you got
Hey, so listen, I know y'all be clouded cats, so I ain't really into the tanking until it's your turn to play the tanking team, and you like, hey, this ain't bad. I needed this. This is what I needed this week. Shit. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Hey, why you setting your lineup? Hey, get Shakur out of there and put Godwin in. Don't take no chances. That's what Chibo said. It ain't what I'm saying. It's what Chibo said. Hey, you want to think about taking Shakur out that starting lineup and putting Godwin in? Why take a chance? Jeremiah Love looking mighty good. Why take a chance, Big Lawrence? That's
You
what
an
Chibo
idiot,
said.
dog.
No, I'm just saying, nobody like taking until they playing that taking team because motherfuckers like them win. 6-2 is nice. You get to
You
6 and
know, I
2.
have lost to a tanking team twice. I want to say 3 times, but I definitely know twice. I know for sure twice. Brandon once, and the Black Republicans. Shout out to the Black Republicans because you fucked up my playoff year 1 year. I'm finna get into these next set of games, and I sit here and I look at them, and the breakdown of all of them. Do you know it is only one? And I take that back 2. I just saw it. 2 teams out of all 8 of these teams that has a projection over 200.
In the West versus the North.
West, no, the East versus the North.
Yeah, I mean East versus
Yeah,
the
and
North.
that I'm looking at all of them stacked on top of each other. It's 2 teams. The People's Champ and the Ass Kickers are the only ones that have a projection over 200. And we
I
finna get
think
into it.
that before you say that, and I will say this, once Lamar Jackson is cleared, Bucks will be over 200. He's waiting because he made the mistake last week and we clowned him about putting Lamar Jackson. He made it 2 weeks ago where he put Lamar Jackson in his starting lineup, but we all knew he wasn't playing till after the bye. So I think now he's waiting because he's a tad sensitive. He don't like to be clowned, as we can see.
I mean
But
that -1 from Tua last week.
oh, that listen, that'll make
I looked at that shit.
that'll make a man quit fantasy. That -1 is so bad. Not only would it make a man quit fantasy, it'll make a man quit coming to work, quit his job, quit the chat room. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I got to deliver this goddamn mail, and I don't need no distractions because I sent. You know what I'm saying? I put mail in 2028 that was supposed to go to 2027 address, and now they all in my shit. I'm about to lose my shit. I gotta be more focused. I can't be giving. You know what I'm saying?
A -1 for
2020,
your starting quarterback can have that effect.
and then especially when you get the -1 from your starting quarterback, and his main target only got a 2. Like it looked good when they both scored 25. That's why I made the trade for this. I got
Shit
what
was
I
all
want.
good just a week ago. Yeah.
All
So let's
right,
go
man,
ahead. You know what? Let's go ahead and
leave
start
that
with
man
Bucks
alone.
and People's Champ. Bucks and People's Champ, because this is probably the closest of all the games.
Yeah.
192 projection from the Sparks Bucks, who sit 3 and 4, third in that East. Used to be first in that East, and now you are the 11th seed. Projected hit 192, waiting on Lamar Jackson to come back with Zay Flowers. Tua, Mr. -1. Negative 1 for my quarterback. That is demoralizing. That's enough to take a man's soul. That's enough to make a man go home and beat his wife.
I know it's fantasy football, but even in real football, I think that game cost Tua his job next year.
Yeah. So on the other side, you got the People's Champ 4 and 3, first in that North, barely. Projected hit 203. You had one motherfucking job, nigga. One job. One fucking job. 203 projected. Chase, Wentz, Emeka, Buka. All right. So Bucks champs. Bucks only got 19 showing in his projected play, so he's missing a spot. Who's out there missing? Who's missing? Because I'm showing 19 to play, 20 on the other side. I don't see anybody missing though.
Let me go look. Hold on.
Oh, Aiden Hutchinson, defensive lineman. Go get you a
He got
defensive
hold on,
lineman,
bro.
nigga. You out here out on Facebook, going to all the shindigs, delivering mail and all that shit. Set your line up, nigga. I know it hurt. It hurt. It sting. We all been there, but we still show up to work. So go get you a defensive lineman, and that'll make this a little bit closer.
He actually put in a claim. He did put in a claim. He just ain't put him in the starting lineup. He put in a claim. I did notice he put in a claim. He got the Colts defensive lineman, so that'll be an extra 4
Mm-hmm. So
added
that's a
on once he put
7 point
it in.
difference in projection. Really, it's only a 4 point difference because People Champs gets the 3 points for
Yeah, that'll
the
put
home
him
field
at
advantage.
196.
Listen,
And then,
both of y'all, and I'm finna go ahead and take camera run. I'm finna holler at both of y'all real quick because this is a must win for both of y'all. Brandon, more so because you have to maintain a lead in that North. You just, like you said, don't nobody else in the North want to win. The Black Republicans don't. The Matrix, he gonna try. Bullyfoots, he gonna try. And then there's you. You got to go out there and win these because you fuck around and you slip up and you're gonna look up. You're gonna be tied with one of these niggas going into week 14, week 13, and it's gonna get real ugly. So you, the window is getting close on you because you are not scoring. You are looking like one of those teams that, like myself, that would love to see you in round 1 of the playoffs as a wild card. I'll forego winning the division if I can play the People's Champ in round 1. That would make my day. That would make my millennia. Now on the other side, Sparks Bucks. You have gone to a place that others have gone to hide, but you really need to go ahead and win this to get yourself back to 500 to even be in the discussion of possibly making a wild card spot. And hopefully you coming back to show your face. I can't believe you came in there, asked for the motherfucking link, and then disappeared again. You guys both need this game, and until the smoke clears, we're gonna see who ends up with this. But I personally got Sparks Bucks winning. I honestly got Sparks Bucks going out there winning, and Sparks Bucks gonna go out there and redeem themselves and get back to 500. People's Champ, you go down to 500 because at the end of the day, Harvey, what you got from this nigga over here, he fucked you, sold you damaged goods, and some Bill is gonna have to step up. Bill is gonna have to damn step up and give you at least a 19-point game in order for you to pull it out against the People's Champ. But I got faith in you, Bucks. I got faith in you.
first off, let's be careful of how you speak on People's Champ. I understand you saying this is a must-win game, blah blah blah. I don't believe that. I believe personally, if he win this game, he wins the East. Just right now, the East is won already. He won the East. I mean, not the East, the North. If he wins this game, he wins the North. The North is over. The North is over now, but if he wins the game, it's no doubt. Said is trash. Okay, Said's the only one that's close to him. Said is fucking trash. The other two have 2 wins between them, and they're not gonna catch him. Okay. He got killers. Let's not forget he got killers. Again, if
Burrow come back.
not even if Burrow come back, if Jones come back, those 3 killers he got plus Jones. Listen, if Jones come back and give him a solid 12 to 14 points a game, that's all he needs. If he get 12 to 14 from the rest of the people, and his killers do what they do, everybody's in fucking trouble. Everybody, because Chase is scoring 40. Puka is getting every target known to man. And with all these injuries the Bucks got, what you think? They're going to throw that motherfucker to Puka. Be careful what you asking for. You like tell me it's what you wanted. You gonna fuck around and play him in the first round. And that shit, woo! Listen, I don't fuck with Brandon. I'll be honest with you. I've been trying to poach these fucking killers off his team. But that ain't, listen, don't get me wrong. Killers don't kill every week. But you don't want to be the motherfucking one that get caught that week. You know what I'm saying? Just like Chase had 41. If Puka was playing this week, he was out. But let's say Puka was playing after Chase got 41 and Emeka wasn't coming, 1 week off an injury, Cheese of Don is done. That 41 is hard to come back from anybody. A 30 spot. I mean, I played El Patron, and all of a fucking sudden, AJ Brown, who ain't been doing shit all year, this nigga throws up 30. You ain't had a 270, you 276, you know what I'm saying? You went 276. You don't think a lot of that 276 is because motherfucking Smith went for 38? Motherfuckers hit them fucking 30 games and them 38s. Scores go up, and you like, I done caught this motherfucker. So be careful. That's all I'm saying. Now, as far as this go, if Lamar Jackson comes back, his projections should shoot up because Tua got like a 14. Lamar got a 27. So that's about, 13 more extra points that'll go to his projection. He already at 196 once he set his lineup. So he'll be somewhere around 215, close to that, 213, 212. So he should have a projection win. He do need it. Like, his wiggle room is gone. For one, Cheese of Don beating People's Champ. People's Champ is the only team in the North that should be able to win a game against the East. So if you beat People's Champ, you got a fucking leg up, because I don't think all y'all gonna sweep People's Champ. It's a possibility. But I think People's Champ gonna get one of y'all. And with Cheese of Don already getting his win over People's Champ, all he doing is waiting for People's Champ to snipe off somebody else, because that only gives him an extra win. So People's Champ is the one that the East need to be focused in on, trying to. Everybody, since Cheese won, everybody got to beat his ass, because if you don't, you lose a fucking game in the standing. Because Bullyfoot shouldn't beat nobody, but he beat Bucks last week, but he shouldn't.
I want to take
Black
a moment.
Republicans ain't gonna beat nobody.
Black Republicans ain't shit. I want to
And
take a moment.
Said ain't gonna beat nobody.
I want to take a moment in this segment, because it's the beauty of having it, and it's my show, and I can do what the fuck I want. But I want to share to the people that my 8-year-old is an honor roll student at Barrington Elementary. So I want to shout out to my motherfucking son. Shout out Jordan. Do your thing. Keep on doing your thing, and I fucks with you.
Congratulations, Jordan.
Proud dad. Some of you motherfuckers will never have a chance to say that shit. Anyway, back to the game, y'all.
All right. I don't think that last comment was necessary, but
it wasn't.
But congratulations, Jordan. Way to go. And congratulations to you. You know, raising a fine young man.
I raised scholars around this motherfucker.
Raising a fine young man.
So who winning?
You might grow up and find him a nice little MAGA girl. That was for you, Wilson. We got this motherfucker, Wilson. We got this motherfucker.
Shout out to Wilson. Hey, Wilson. Hey, me and Wilson. Shout out to the chat room. If y'all not in there, me and Wilson, we go at it, and we go at it hard. Some harder than others, and I'll be the first to tell you, I do take personal pot shots at Wilson, and I do, but I'll never do that shit on the show. If you're not in the room, you'll never see it. But Wilson is putting together a great foundation for a great team, for a great comeback. We go back and forth. We do some shit. We say some shit, but I do give flowers when they do. And again, motherfuckers like Junkins, and matter of fact, we're gonna jump into your game next.
No, Junkins is Junkins.
I mean, not Junkins.
I got
Jensen.
Listen, I want to say I'm gonna go with People's Champ. Listen, if Lamar comes back, I think he's gonna have their killers. They are playing Chicago, but they playing at home. Chicago's got a good defense, and but it could turn into a shootout because the Ravens' defense is not that great. So that if it turns to a shootout, that's a lot of points. But I don't believe in nobody else on that team.
Snap judgment right now. Quick answer. Bucks, they make the playoffs?
No, I think they out. I think that loss to Bullyfoots was the nail in the coffin.
I want to move on to Black.
They just don't got no killers, man. And with Rasheed Rice back, listen, real quick, with Rasheed Rice back, that hurts Worthy. And that 3 running back head, well, I think with Rashard Smith and Hunt, that's last week Pacheco paid off and had 14, but Worthy only had 8. And then Bill. And without Jaden Daniels, I think Bills is going to be even less of a factor. You think, they're going to lean on him more, but I think people respect Jaden so much that they don't crowd the line as much. And now without Jaden Daniels, I don't think Bill.
You get 7 in the box easy.
Yeah.
Sometimes 8.
Yeah, you seen that pick 6 that Mariota threw. Like they gonna be begging him to throw. The Chiefs got a great defensive line.
Yeah. They like, I wish you would try me.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Brandon.
Go with Brandon.
That'll pretty much. We'll see. I'm going with people.
Black Republicans and Cheese to John. Cheese to John first in that East at 5-2, 199.6 on the projection. Hurts, Henry, and Metcalf. Henry ain't been real Henry this year. Black Republicans, as I alluded to earlier, he's projecting it at 132. You got T-Mac, Dobbs, and Kincaid. Those are 3 of the guys that I'm talking about on his great foundation that is going to come back possibly next year and really do some shit for him. His biggest thing is he needs to go and take his pick next year and find him a quarterback, a real quarterback. Kyler Murray been substandard for him for years. And people like Romeo Dobbs, great young talent, great quarterback. Theo Johnson, you went out there and picked him up, great young talent. Kincaid, I actually like Theo Johnson over Kincaid. Coker, you was big on him. I don't see the whoopla about him, but it ain't doing nothing. But Ashton Genty, great number 1 overall pick. Kyle Williams, that was a dumbass pick. Tootin has the potential to go out there and really do something. I want to see more of a bigger sample size. Take Bigsby went out there up to Philly and died. So unless Saquon retire in the offseason, Tank Bigsby's going to remain dead. And Bucky Irvin, those types of people are gonna catapult you from the obscurity that you've been in for your entire career that left you at .386 in the first two 100 to a possibility of definitely. I will give you a possibility of, and I'm calling down here. You could probably finish ninth or eighth, or even make that playoff in that eighth spot next year. If you play your cards right. But it starts with that goddamn quarterback. That dude is trash. He's my 8-year-old taller than that nigga. And you get you a good quarterback, you gonna go out there and do some great things. From what I heard, the ass kickers got two great ones. If you would untuck your nuts and get that sand out your vagina and stop having your pussy hurt, come holler at them and do some business. But right now you're gonna lose. You don't have any choice but to lose. You Cheese the Don, man. You better maintain that one game lead. You better keep that motherfucker one game lead. You so much as slip like the white bitch in the scary movie, you gonna die. And I'm gonna be right there to kill you. So right now, Cheese the Don goes out and wins. They go 6-8. Black Republican goes down 2-6 and continue their losing ways because they are bums.
All right, so let me fix a few things you said. Kyler Murray is decent. He's a decent quarterback.
A hand job is decent.
He do need,
but you know what I really want.
He do need to get another a quarterback, a QB2.
Just for the record, bullshit.
Just for the record, I did have him mocked to take Jason Dart, and he tore. I don't know if he was just he said he liked Jason Dart. I don't know. I think he liked some other people over Jason Dart. So by the time he got to say it drafted him. But if he'd have took Jason Dart, he'd be really sitting on something nice. Or Jackson Dart. I don't know why I say Jason. Jackson Dart. Kyle Williams. I wouldn't be clowning Kyle Williams. I think Kyle Williams is a good wide receiver. One thing I have noticed, and you can say it's an excuse, but Chibo's experienced the same thing. We all like Travion Henderson in college. I like Kyle Williams in college, but for whatever reason, the rookies on New England is getting no fucking love. So maybe this, is just a rite of passage with Vrabel. He's an old school fucking coach. He's kind of got them old school way. So maybe it won't be till year 2 before they can just get they love from him, because he not fucking with them right now. I mean, Ramondre can literally throw the fucking ball in the fucking end zone as a fucking pass, and it'd be a fumble. He could throw it to the other team, and they bring his ass, they trot his ass right on out there the next goddamn series and say, "Let's go, baby. We got faith in you." And they will not. I mean, what they did last week to Travion Henderson was a fucking crime. Like 2 carries. Goodness fucking gracious. Poor guy. He's building something. I'll give Wilson's building something. I don't want to spend too much time on him. He's got a lot of work to do. I figured he had a lot of work to do. The thing about young guys is you get something.
If you figured he had a lot of work to do, why you let him go out there and talk all that shit all offseason?
Yeah, I mean, listen, he talked shit this whole offseason and he won. He proved his fucking point because the guy that he was talking shit to made it clear he didn't want no smoke. Made it fucking clear. Don't give me no smoke because I don't want it. So
no, the guy made it clear that he's not on his level to try to.
It's like playing poker. You know what I'm saying? It's like playing poker. You might not have a hand, but if you bluff hard enough, you can see the bitch and the other motherfucker to say, "Nah, I'm gonna play it safe, just cool." And some people like to play it safe and they don't want that work. Some people want that work regardless. They gonna call your bluff. Some people gonna call your bluff because if they called your bluff 2 weeks ago or even last week, they called your bluff and said, "Let's do this war." Now, not only this is what a war part is, because you be like, "Yeah, we at war. You better not tank. You better give me your all." So not only is you at war with him in the present time, you can affect his future. Because you be like, I got you down and out. You
I've already
better not.
affected his future.
I made you tank. You ain't affected.
I already affected his future.
Anyway, can we go on? Yeah. Listen, my thing about rookies is you can have a rookie like a Mecca or Booker who can come out the gate clowning, and then you might have a rookie like Quentin Johnston where it's gonna take to year 3. That's what happens with young guys. You just never fucking know. It's some guys you think, yeah, he should do it. Nobody's seen Puka his rookie year doing what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Even I remember what's his name? Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb had like I think he had like a 300-yard game his rookie year. But his rookie year, he might have had 3 good games. And that was it. But after year 2, after year 1, Nick Chubb took off. Same with A-Chain. A-Chain, he got hurt a few times this rookie year. And then after that, he's been a staple. So what I'm trying to say is sometimes with these young guys, you want to get them. Don't get me wrong. Like Ashton Jenny ain't setting the world on fire like we thought he was. But LBJ Bijan didn't set the world on fire. You know, it was some no-name kid is the Atlanta rookie rushing guy. Holder. You pause on me. Yeah, Bijan's the man.
True. So who wins this? The Don?
Oh, easily. I mean, listen.
199.6. Is that concerning?
Yes, for playoff purposes. But he's got 5 weeks to fix it. I think Henry's going to get better, especially this week. They going to Chicago's. I said Chicago's got a good defense, but against the run, Chicago's defense is ass. And so Henry should get back on track this week. And I think, he's got a chance for some young guys to develop. And I think it should get better. I think if he hold out, Njoku will come back. And Njoku might even get traded. I don't know. The league could look a whole lot different in 2 weeks, right? Because teams like to do trades right at the deadline for some reason. It's like they can't do it now. They got to wait till
3 weeks out from the deadline?
No, November 4th is the deadline.
Oh, so we about 2 weeks out.
Yeah, 2 weeks out.
Right. Well,
so
you ready for the shit bowl of the week?
Yeah, let's go ahead. But I got Cheese of Don winning. Again, I got Cheese of Don going 10-2. If he don't go 10-2, it's gonna be a travesty.
You had Said going 0-14. How'd that work out? So we jump into Said's game, the shit bowl of the week. 3-4 versus 3-4. This is the difference. New Northside is 3-4, fourth in that East. New York City Matrix 3-4, second in that North. New Northside is projected to hit 180. Said out of the New York Matrix is set to hit 164. Jackson Dark, great pickup. Junkins, great pickup. Gainwell been doing crazy things this year. New Northside's got Patrick Mahomes, who has turned his game around because he got on a real team and not that bullshit he was on before. Plus, he still got Bo Nix. And he has Williams, who he fucked his friend out of and got a reach around. And got to go knock down his high school prom chick and some more shit in Jay Williams. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, but the fact that both of these teams are 3-4 and somebody has got to win. Somebody's got to win. And I'm going to pick that somebody to be the New York City Matrix people. The New York City Matrix will come out here.
That's a fucking shame.
What?
You pick him to win every week except for last week. But every fucking week you pick this dude to win.
What? I picked the New Northsiders to win.
No. I thought you said York
New
City
Northsiders
Matrix.
will win this game. New York City Matrix, I picked them every week because of the weeks that I thought he would win. New York City Matrix goes down this week, but I believe the New Northsiders will win.
Oh, we gotta run that. We run that back. If you watching this, run that back. I could have swore he just said he picking the new
And it might
York
have
City
been it
Matrix
might
to
have been forced
win.
to habit, y'all. But you know what? Real spill. I'm going to New York City Matrix. New York City Matrix go out there. Fuck what he talking about. This nigga don't know shit over here. New York City Matrix goes out there and beats the New Northside, and they get back to 500. Shout out to the homie Said. He going out there doing big things. Said goes and wins. Now
You think said you think said fix his lineup
yup.
because he's.
Said
I
gonna
don't even
win.
know. I don't think said gonna fix his lineup.
I do.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
Both his defenses is on the bye. I don't think he gonna drop either one of them. Said don't like dropping motherfuckers. He's definitely not gonna drop the Lions defense. They the number two
He
defense
could
in the
drop that
league.
whack ass kicker Bagley.
He could.
He could drop Mostert. Who the fuck out there searching for Mostert?
Uh,
Hey, I know you waiting on Renfro to drop. I got to go out there and get that Renfro money.
I don't
Ooh,
need.
what about Russell Wilson? Russell Wilson out there killing it. Yeah, he got motherfuckers he can drop.
Yeah, he not dropping Russell Wilson. Okay, if he fix
And he
his
got
line,
Jacoby Myers out on bye.
if he fix his lineup, I think that's what I'm saying. If he fix his lineup, he should get an extra 15 to make this a 180 game to 180 game, which is crazy. Because listen, man, I got nothing but respect for the FFC, and they got a code. They gonna stick to their code. They gonna start their best players. He got his best lineup in there. And he possibly gonna win when he listen. I don't care what y'all say. This motherfucker ain't trying to win games. But he got his code that he gotta live by. So he is putting his best lineup in there. But he looking like, God damn, 3-4. I should not be 3-4 right now. You know what I'm saying? Like he had the possibility, especially with Bucks having an asshole year. He have a top his pick. If his pick was top one, and then Bucks having a shitty year.
Wait a minute. He still got his pick too, don't he?
Yeah.
So he has a possibility to have two top five, two
He
top six
got
picks.
He got 3 picks in the first round. He got his pick, he got Bucks pick, and he's got Chivo Burger's pick.
Ooh, so he could have 3 picks in the top 9, 10.
Chivo
Definitely
Burger's
2
doing
possibly
pretty
in the
good.
top 5 to 6.
He gonna have 3 in the top 16, but he might have 2 in the top 8.
That might make sense. Scary next year. Who wins this?
No, I'm talking about the FFC, not Sid.
I mean, Chuck. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Chuck. That's what in my mind I'm seeing Chuck, but I said.
I think Chuck's gonna win because Patrick Mahomes ain't gonna let him lose. See, you know what I'm saying? If Patrick Mahomes play on Monday night, it's gonna already be close, and then Patrick Mahomes gonna bust the fucking door in.
If
He's
Shador,
gonna bust Patrick Mahomes and Hollywood Brown gonna bust the fucking door down.
he could go ahead and start selling some Mahomes shit, because if Shador go ahead and play these last 4 games like they say
He's not
he's gonna do,
selling. He's
and
not
he go out
selling
here and
Mahomes.
shine.
I think Mahomes is part of his
His new
has
team DNA, I doubt it. You got
yeah.
Bo Nix and Shador.
I don't give a fuck. Mahomes, you see how Mahomes playing. I don't know
And
what the
he an
fuck.
old
I
school
have
guy.
Mahomes. Yeah. Amazon, listen, don't nobody from St. Louis fuck with KC, but y'all kind of fuck with KC. It's like, yeah, that's KC, fuck them motherfuckers, but they part of Missouri.
Hey, you
So
want to talk to
we
Moan
fuck
live
with
on
them
the air?
motherfuckers.
Moan just hit. Hey, Moan, you going on speakerphone. You live on the air. Talk to the people.
Back me in, goddammit.
You-
This to all the people out there in YouTube land. I said it before, I said it again. It ain't what you know, it's what you can prove.
That's all you got. All right, big dog.
That's all I'm saying. I'll back in a bit.
Deuces. Shout out to El Patron. Listen, I really think, and you're right. Chuck's an old school guy, but I think Shador and Bo Nix, those two young guns, between the two of them, if I were the FFC, I'm selling my homes in this offseason, and I'm taking my chance with these young gunners.
I think if he's gonna sell anybody, it might be Bo Nix or it might be Shador. If Shador shows anything, he might sell them, but I don't think he's selling Mahomes. I
I
don't
just
think
said if
that.
it was me,
Yeah, I'm saying I get it, but I don't think he would. I just
well,
don't think he would.
speaking of me,
But I think he'll win, and now he'll go to
500.
4-4. You know what I'm saying? And he might say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just keep starting my lineup. If I fuck around and make the playoffs, I do." I just think he's better than the North teams. I think
And
People's
that's
Champ.
sad to say, North, that the fourth in the East is better than your entire division.
I think People's Champ will get him, but outside of People's Champ, I don't think those other three teams. Black Republicans is not gonna win that game. He's not trying to win. He's
Shit, it
trying to
looks like he's been
secure
trying
that
to win
number
his
two.
entire career with 3 point. Never mind. Anywho, going into the last game, you got the Ass Kickers versus the Broad Street Bullyfoots. 4-3, second in that East, projected at 217. Jacobs, May. Then you got Broad Street Bullyfoots 2-5, third in that North. Ward, Ferguson, Addison. Now, fun fact, people, the Broad Street Bullyfoots has never beat the Ass Kickers. Ever. And I don't see that
Can I?
ending that
It,
quick.
it won't end, but I will say this again. It's something about the East and the luckiness. Like you got this streak against Broad Street Bullyfoots where he's never beat you. But it just so happened this year you play him when the mighty Jaguars are on by. So you
Trevor Lawrence
luckily
is
that
trash anyway.
you talk that shit, Trevor Lawrence, but you got lucky that you don't have to play him. You know what I'm saying? He's
Maybe.
on the bye. He's on the bye.
But
Lucky
everybody
you.
got their luck. Again, I tell anybody out there, I have yet to ever beat a team that Kamara's been on. Kamara's had my number his entire career. And I'll never forget that day that him and Drew Brees both, they went for 75 total betwixt the two of them. I think that motherfucker had like 5 touchdowns in one goddamn game. But the Broad Street Bullyfoots, man, former champion. Once you're a champion, you enshrined in stone. They can never take that from you. So you will always have a seat at the table. It's like the Heisman house. You will always have a key to that house. You will always have a key to the championship house. Nigga, you're going down. I don't even know what you plan on doing for the next couple of years because you really don't do a whole lot of trades, and Travis Hunter really
Well,
ain't doing shit for you.
yeah,
So
Travis Hunter just had a great game this weekend. The team has said they moving forward, they are going to play him more offense than defense and get him more involved. He had 27 big points. That was the Travis Hunter that I wanted. That was the Travis Hunter that I fucked up on. Saying that, I would have been hurt for 6 weeks, but then this week, seeing Travis Hunter go off 27 points in my cornerback spot, oh, that would have been lovely. That would have been fucking lovely. That would have been exactly what I need. And again, I'm telling y'all, that's what the Jaguars said. They are going to make a concerted effort to make him more the offensive offense. So
after this bye week, Bowers should be back, and all should be right in the world. Everybody else is in there. I need Keon Coleman to step up, man. Yeah, it's gonna have to happen. Other than that, this team is doing pretty well for all the trash that was talked about them, all the names and the hateful words that were spewed by the first to 500 teams and their handlers pubbing that shit up. Then you got people like the World Lost talking that shit. But this team has taken it on the chin and persevered after all the hateful, very, very mean things that were said by the naysayers.
Are you those offensive guys that you need to step up? Are you nervous about those guys, or you think that could come back to bite you, or you think every week your IDP players and special teams guys is gonna make up the difference?
Every week, my IDP guys will make up the difference as they did last year, and they continue to do this year.
And you had
But
some big games with Josh Jacobs, and you seem to find these big games out of these players.
I will say this: last year, and going to one of the things that Lennox alluded to last year, because I'm in a spot like say me and Cheese the Don, we flipped. Only difference is I'm winning. Last year he had a lot more scoring than I did, but I kept winning games. This year, I'm scoring a lot more. I was nowhere near top three last year. I think I was probably eighth or ninth. So it's not just the IDP guys. My offense is stepping up, and a lot of guys. Nobody's locked in. Everybody's a streamer. Jordan Love, my quarterback, and May they stream. Josh Jacobs, he's a staple. Lad McConkey's a staple. Devontae Smith is a staple. But everybody else, you going in based on matchup, and it's been working out so far. Halfway through the season.
So let me ask you this question before we get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what's your feelings on Chief Don and his team? Do you respect his team?
Do I respect him? I respect all the teams.
Respect his team.
Uh, yeah, yeah, I do. I
And
respect this
so,
team.
and the rankings crew ranked him 4 and ranked you 5.
Mm-hmm.
You respect that rankings?
I respect the Rankins crew to do what the Rankins crew have always
No,
done. Ass kickers. I
I'm
want to say
asking you a question. Do
what?
you respect the rankings of him being ranked 4 and you being ranked 5?
Yes, because you can't argue opinions. I mean, we go out here, we can debate it, but
I
you are
get
entitled to
it.
your opinion. Is it my opinion that he's ranked higher than me? No,
So you don't think? I mean,
that's my opinion.
I understand that, but see, you just said something, and well, I think it's real funny because you said last year
Mm-hmm.
you was well,
I wasn't
let's go
scoring.
to you wasn't scoring, and you was the number 2 team
What?
for most of the year.
I rode that shit. I rode
So,
that shit.
so now that you are scoring, and
Uh huh.
Cheese the Dine is ranked higher than you, he's the
Uh huh.
number 3 team.
Mm-hmm.
So that means he's better, right?
Hey,
Based off your own opinion from last year.
is he?
This is your you
I
go
see where
you
you
go.
go. I see where you. There is a ground, Monty. I see. I went down the alley. Okay, ask your question. I'm ready. I know where we're going.
Just based off your opinion from last year, Chiefs the Don is the number 3 team,
Yes.
right? And your scoring, yeah, you were scoring
Mm-hmm.
like Lennox would say, you didn't score, you was trash, but you actually scoring this year.
Mm-hmm.
So do you
Do I believe Cheese the
side?
Don is better? Yes, he is the
So
number
you
3.
side with your logic from last year
Yes.
versus
Mm-hmm.
Lennox logic from last year?
Yep.
Because Lennox logic from last year would say that you are the better team.
Yes. But I
But you
disagree.
don't. Okay. Okay.
Cheese the Don has earned every win that he has, and whether it was good, bad, or below 205 is 5 no matter what. Now, is he projected to hit 199.6 this week? Fuck yeah.
That's exactly what our friend, our co-host, if he's still watching, that's what he was saying. A
Mm-hmm.
win is a win. I don't need to look good when I win. I don't need no style points when I win.
But where is he now? At least Cheese the Don still in first place. You can't argue with first place in the division. So
Yeah, I mean, listen, yeah. Well, when you score 146 with everybody healthy, that kind of hurts you. That kind of hurts. Every argument you was trying to make, that pretty much blows it out the window.
yeah, and then when you run, I'm gonna let you know like this, nigga. The label of a runner is a lifetime scar. No matter how great Lennox team is, he will always have the scar on his jacket of being a runner. No matter what Black Republicans does, from henceforth and forever. He will always have and he's the biggest runner. That nigga ran for years. Lennox used to just run for the off season. You ran for years. So the label of a runner is a lifetime scar. But other than that, yes, Cheese the Don is first in that East, and he deserves it. He earned every one of his wins, and I fucks with it. So shout out to the motherfucking Don, aka Mr. 5-9 last year, 7-7. I see you fuck around and go out there and you do your thizzle, my nigga. But that's been that's the game. That's the season. That's the show, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the last words to this nigga over here.
My guy, my alumni brethren, ROTC, ROTC. You know what I'm saying? You was just at the goddamn RCT reunion. You know what I'm saying? The RC Commanders Pride. Come on back, brother. We'd love to see you on Sunday. Get your ass in here. Take your beating like a man. You know, stand. Hold that goddamn chin up. Take it like a man. Get on in here. You know what's coming. It's just a little ad, little shit talking. Listen, here's the thing. Here's the thing. This how it could go so smooth. People want you back. People want to hear what you got to say. People care about what you got to say. Just stop trying to prove me wrong so much. Stop trying to, you ain't shit. You ain't this, that, and that. I mean, take your little jabs at it, but you go so hard. That's why you left. Because you go so hard. You so enshrined in my downfall that you wasn't even worried about your team. And then you looked up and goddamn your team taking it. We the same 3-4, bro. We the same 3-4. I'm here like, taking it like a man. I feel good about my squad though. You know what I'm saying? But we the same 3-4. There's no need for you to run, bro. Get your ass back here. ROTC. ROTC. Come on, man. We better than this. Matt Sergeant Rowe. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Attention on deck. This is how we did. We better than this, brother. Get your ass up in here.
Well, it's a whole lot easier to
and this your friend Chuck. If you still watching Chuck, this your how old boy said on what was that movie with Lorenz Tate?
Dead President?
Dead President. That's y'all motherfucking friend.
That's y'all motherfucking boy.
It's your friend, Chuck. Get him right, Chuck. You better get him right.
If you say this shit again, I'm gonna knock your ass right back down. Listen, y'all. From me to you, you to yours. This has been week 1 of the second half of the season, aka week 8 of the Thursday morning precap. And we want to go ahead and say thank you for following us and for watching this long. From me to you, you to yours. We out this motherfucker.
Peace.